All right, so back at it. I had a couple big blocks of recordings. One get damaged from rain. It was picked up on the mic like crazy. And one, the mic didn't pick it up at all. And the mic setting must have got changed. I don't know what happened. Update maybe. So I'm redoing these. It's going to be like the third time I recorded some of these. So I don't know if it's going to be better or worse because of it, but we'll see. And I want to thank everyone who commented and new subscribers and everybody having fun with it. Should be something enjoyable. And I'm glad to see some laughs and people having a good time. So first one we're going to get into, misconceptions, sins of the father. So this is a big one people like to quote, talk about, sins of the father, like sin is somehow transferred to children. And that's never how it's really been interpreted. It says that child shall be blessed. Those who do righteous deeds shall be blessed like to 1,000 generations. Those who sin will be cursed for 3 or 4 generations. And how that's actually interpreted isn't that sin is transferred. Rather, it's about traditions. So let's say somebody makes a crazy tradition that every New Year's they're going to kick a puppy. Horrible, right? But that's the tradition. This guy's like, this New Year's, I'm kicking a puppy. Terrible. The kids have a choice now. They know dad started this tradition of kicking puppies on New Year's. And they can say, no, I don't want to do this puppy kicking thing. This is crazy. Or they can follow with the tradition, right? And tradition is an important thing. We'll talk about it when another misconception of Moses and Aaron coming up. And the whole tribe of Levi and Levi in Mitzrayim, Egypt. But he starts kicking this puppy. His kids kick the puppy because dad made this crazy tradition. Their kids kick the puppy, and then their kids' kids kick the puppy, right? The great grandkids. They're all held responsible in terms of knowing that dad started this tradition, and they could have stopped it. They could have said, no, this is crazy. I'm not going to kick a puppy every New Year's because you want to kick a puppy every New Year's. This isn't something I'm into. But if they continue on, they're cursed. Those 3 or 4 generations that know that this man started kicking puppies on New Year's and decided not to change it, they're cursed because they're supposed to say, no, I don't want any part of this. I'm not going to do it. But past like the great-grandkids, great-grandkids, that's why it says 3 to 4 generations, those kids being born, they just think this is a family tradition. They're like, well, it's messed up, but this is what our family's always done. They don't know any better. They don't know that great-granddad or granddad started this puppy kicking tradition, great-great-granddad. So they just go along with it because tradition does have its own value and its importance, like I said, we'll talk about. So that's really what sins of the father is. It's not that your sins are transferred on 3 or 4 generations to your kids. It's that if a bad tradition starts up in the family and you follow it, knowing that this is something that just got started. This isn't something your family's always done. It's something that dad started, grandpa started, great-grandpa started, and he's alive in your lifetime. You're not held responsible, or you're held responsible. Anyone past that in the generations isn't held responsible. And the opposite end of like virtue, right? So it says they'll be blessed for thousands of generations if you do good. If you teach your kids to do right, to help homeless people, to walk old ladies across the street, to be honest, to be honorable, to be virtuous, you're blessed for 1,000 because you're teaching your kids to do the right thing, and they'll continue that tradition of doing kind, noble, virtuous deeds. And so that's really what sins of the father is about. Totally misquoted, especially Christians, even Muslims, I've heard them say, use this as an example of like, oh, this is sins of the father, and oh, they're cursed because of their... It's not necessarily the case. Most of the time I see it used improperly a lot. It's really about breaking from bad traditions and the importance, the blessings that come with good traditions. When we teach our children to be good, that good will follow them through thousands of generations, 1,000 generations. But if we teach them to be sinful and do something horrible, they can carry that curse until they no longer realize this is a new tradition. And that's it. That's what Sins of the Father is really about. And so anyway, I wish everyone the blessing of good traditions, teaching our kids to be strong, to be upright, to be virtuous, and so that we can make a better world. Let's do this, people. Save the humans.
Trying to be a better man. Oh yeah. Trying to do the best I can. Oh yeah. And I'm gonna do right thing. Do right thing. No matter what they want to say. And I'm gonna still fight for you. Still fight for you.